Robert Mitchum, the man who defined cool long before Hollywood even knew what it meant. With his rugged good looks, lazy drawl, and no-nonsense attitude, he became one of the most authentic stars of his generation. But behind the calm confidence and slow-burning charm, Mitchum carried a darkness that rarely surfaced, and when it did, it was explosive. He could get along with almost anyone, but there was one man in Hollywood that Robert Mitchum truly hated more than anyone else. Born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, in 1917, Robert Mitchum's life was never easy. His father died when he was just a child, leaving the family to struggle through the Great Depression. By the time he was a teenager, Mitchum was already drifting from town to town, working odd jobs and getting into trouble. He was arrested more than once for vagrancy, once for fighting, but those rough experiences shaped him. They gave him the edge that would one day make him one of the most believable tough guys on screen. When Mitchum came to Hollywood, he didn't arrive as a dreamer. He arrived as a survivor. His breakout roles in Out of the Past and Crossfire turned him into an icon of film noir, a man who didn't just play the antihero, but was one. There was a raw honesty in everything he did. He never pretended to be perfect. He drank too much, spoke too bluntly, and laughed at the idea of being a movie star. "I have two kinds of acting," he once said, "on and off camera." That attitude made him both admired and feared in Hollywood. Directors loved his natural talent, but his co-stars knew he wasn't someone to cross. Mitchum didn't fake respect. You had to earn it. And if you didn't, he'd let you know in no uncertain terms. In the late 1950s, during the height of his fame, Mitchum signed onto a major studio film opposite another Hollywood heavyweight, a man known for his good looks, charm, and ego. On paper, it was a dream pairing, two of the biggest names in the industry working side by side. But behind the scenes, things quickly turned toxic. Mitchum, ever the professional, arrived on set ready to work. His co-star, however, was reportedly late, demanding, and dismissive. Crew members recalled seeing Mitchum's patience wear thin as the other actor bragged about his fame and barked orders at assistants. For a man like Robert Mitchum, who valued honesty and hard work, it was unforgivable. Their tension exploded one night after filming. The two men attended a studio event, and when the other actor made a smug remark about Mitchum's past, referencing his arrests and reputation, something inside Mitchum snapped. Without a word, he reportedly stood up, glared at him, and said, "You don't know a damn thing about me." Witnesses said the room went silent. From that day forward, Mitchum refused to speak to him again. When asked years later if he had ever truly hated anyone in Hollywood, Mitchum gave a long pause and said, "Just one. But he's not worth the breath it takes to say his name." That single line fueled decades of speculation. Some claimed the mystery man was an actor famous for playing clean-cut heroes. Others believed it was a director who had humiliated him early in his career. Mitchum never revealed the truth. He took that secret to his grave. For Mitchum, respect was sacred. He didn't hate easily, but when he did, it was born from betrayal. He wasn't a man of gossip or drama. He simply drew a line and never looked back. "I never had enemies," he once said. "Just people I decided weren't worth my time." Robert Mitchum's life was filled with contradictions. He was both the rebel and the gentleman, the fighter and the philosopher. But his story reminds us that even Hollywood's toughest men had their breaking points. And for all his fame and success, Mitchum's real strength was his refusal to compromise who he was. In a town built on illusions, Robert Mitchum stayed real, and that's what made him unforgettable. Would you like me to make this into a YouTube voiceover version with pacing cues, intro hook, and emotional outro for maximum watch time?
CH.